This is TWiT.
OkCupid is experimenting on users. OkCupid is a dating service. So what's going on here? Experimenting in what way?
So basically, in a blog post on their OK Trends blog, one of the founders of OkCupid came out to explain that they've been doing some things to tweak the algorithm in very specific ways to try to figure out more about how people match together. And that's everything from, sometimes removing photos to suggesting that maybe couples are a better match than they would be otherwise, changing whether or not users are rated on appearance and personality or just one sliding scale, and just little things like that, not on a wide scale, but just little tests.
Now, Facebook had a recent sort of, I don't know, I guess you could call it a user uproar over their emotional manipulation surveys and tests that were being conducted without people really realizing that their news feeds might be handpicked to figure out how it affects us. OkCupid, though, is based a lot more on people that you don't know yet and possibly romantic matches. So is there more of an implication of nefarious activity when you might potentially be matched with somebody who's not right for you and, perhaps even worse?
I don't know. I think that what OkCupid is doing is totally fine, considering that what they've actually figured out is they're trying to match people, and it's not an exact science, right? It's not like they are replicating some mathematical formula, and that what they're doing by tweaking this algorithm is somehow like hiding an absolute truth, right? The way they match you is something that shifts and changes. And what they found when they modified, and inflated the percentage match scores, that affects how well you're matched. So, I mean, in a meta sort of way, they're just affecting. It's all part of the same algorithm that's affecting things. And I think because there's no base absolute, but yeah, of course they're going to mess with stuff, and I think that's totally fine.
It's not surprising when I heard that this was happening with Facebook. OkCupid, not either. The whole, if you're familiar with the site, which I am, the whole thing is based on algorithms and how well you are matched with somebody that, again, you potentially have never met before. But what does OkCupid gain from experimenting on users in this way? An algorithm gets stronger, but does it actually mean that the service works better?
I mean, I think they gain two things, which are kind of work together and are kind of in conflict. On the one hand, they find out how to match people better, which is generally a good thing, right? Because if OkCupid gets a reputation for making good matches, more people are going to use it and whatnot. The other thing is they learn how to engage users more. And those two ends aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. So, if OkCupid is using this information in a way that makes it a better service for the people who are using it, or and that engages users more, that's great. I think the only dangerous thing is if they use this information to find a way to sort of milk users to get them more engaged and see more ads or get deeper into the OkCupid ecosystem while actively making their matches worse.